And hello, Shock fans. Your beloved soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full-Blown Freak Show, back for another Rip's Bionicle review thingy. Like I said, I don't name these other than what I'm reviewing. Let me go and say before I show Lewa off that I really liked Lewa's new look. I detested the arm and leg build. Don't try. Yes, unique is fine, but do not go so unique from his own design that he looks nothing like his fellow Toa. Let me go and say this. I don't like to point out a set I dislike greatly or like greatly, kind of like with the Summer Wave, why I didn't buy Scorpio. I never tend to buy like the four-legged or insectoid kind of characters Lego does. But yeah, of the summer sets, I loved all of them. Just slightly modified them for my own preferences, but they looked great. Lewa was my least favorite set. The only reason I bought Uniter Lewa was because I knew I could modify him, and because he was part of the Toa team. I wasn't going to buy 5 and not buy the 6th. Luckily, I had the parts to save this thing, and I know some people might have liked it. Sorry, I hated it. Here's what I've done to completely make this better, and Lego could have easily done this bullcrap. They even built the arms freaking wrong, where he couldn't even bend his elbows, and then on the back of the box, they had them built correctly. All I did, a simple modification. An axle here, an axle there, a gear, a ball joint, an extra bone piece, an extra piece of armor. That's all that took to fix this. He still keeps his cool shoulder armor, but he has legit freaking arms. I like the weapons. I'll get to those in just a second. The legs. Scroll armor is soft as plastic. You have a joint here to make it tight to move. So when you try to bend his knees, like just by pulling on them, it puts some stress. That soft plastic's going to break. I'm going to tell you that. What I did was I went the same route that they tried with Galley. He's still got the armor. It's just on this. Now I do intend on getting 2 of the silver Unity pieces and putting on this leg instead, so it's not empty-ish on the sides and back. He has the gear function. I'll go and say that, which we're not retarded. We know that at this point. I love the mask. I really love the mask and the Nuva symbols in his chest. Sorry, I know my camera sucks when I get up close. This mod slot, if you're I will suggest you buy Lewa just because he's one of the Toa. If you're buying one, unless you're buying just Tahu, I think you need to get the entire team. That's just my personal feelings about these because they're a team. They're meant to be together, and maybe if you just got Tahu because he's the leader, I might even excuse that, but yeah, you need them all. But I highly suggest you modify him as I have. Now, the next thing I want to get to, well, first, he's got the new piece in ending in trans green. The next thing now I want to get to about the weapon I was talking about. I'm so sick of hearing various reviewers, and I'm not going to state who because I've heard a few different reviewers say this. They're like, why is there one of these Borak eye pieces here? Okay, let's think about the function of this weapon. Think. That's the magic word here. A few people tend to do that. This is here because he rotates this. If he rotates this, think in real life. If you're holding a weapon that you're going to rotate, if you're gripping it like this, if it's just a rod like this that you would be holding to rotate, when you loosen your grip to spin it, it's going to fall out of your freaking hand. This ensures that if he opens his hand slightly to quickly flip this around, he's not going to drop his knife in battle. I don't understand how hard of a concept that is for people to understand. It's just been irking me the wrong way. Sorry about that. I've tended to rant a lot on these new Bionicle figures. And yeah, I like how they filled him out with the green Borak eyes here and here. And mask, I will show it. Much better than last year's. I really like the new look of these Toa. Just a slimmer version, pretty much a slimmer version of last year's mask. And let me find where I put his mask. Here's the gold one, goes into trans green. Looks good. All the gold masks look great. They used the same gold as they did last year, I'm pretty sure. Looks pretty similar to the last year's gold colors. And I made Lewa the same height as Galley and Pohatu, as he should be. I really like this one. This one is actually right there with Tahu as my favorite after modifying. So, literally, Lego could have took a set that I couldn't stand the way they designed it and simply made just a few slight modifications and made it my favorite. They miss so many opportunities at times, guys. And especially with characters that mean a lot to people like these. Because like many of you, I grew up with Bionicle. These were the 6 heroes I remember. I don't remember much about the Metru. I don't remember much about the Ignaka. Literally the Nuva, the Mata, the Toa, Akoto, whatever the heck they're called now. These were the characters I grew up with, and yes, I'll buy them because they are special characters to me. And it just sucks when they make stupid mistakes that I'm not even a Lego designer, and I'm just like, why didn't they just put in an extra piece for his arm? And please, for God's sakes, Lego, add bicep swivels. It doesn't cost you any more to replace one freaking piece. Yeah. Enough of the ranting. I'm sorry about all the crap. I'm just pissed off that they ruined this set and the way they did. And for you guys who like the set, that's fine. I just prefer articulation in these figures, especially since we have... Yes, that's loud. Since we have waist swivels now. I really am glad we have pretty much the ultimate amount of articulation with these now. So don't screw it up and be like, oh, that's the only bend you can do. That gives him so much more range, especially with these kind of weapons where he would be turning them and spinning them. This is an awesome Lewa. It's my favorite Lewa. And I'm really glad that I modified it. So, until the next review, which will either be Kopaka, if he comes in the mail in time. If not, it's going to be an update on my Umarak MOC, because I did a few slight changes. And the creature I combined with him. So yeah, here's a good look at Lewa. Go buy one, modify it. And yeah. Until next time, this has been your beloved soldier of the inverted cross, Rip the Full Blown Freak Show, signing off. Farewell.